everyone, and welcome back to Null Vector. Today we are playing the Sister of the Thorn class, our first DLC class. I know I said I'd probably do these classes right at the end, but I decided to go back on that because I find the DLC classes really fun. I know there's a bit of a barrier to entry, a little bit of, money down to get these. I think they're totally worth it. They're a lot of fun, and that provide a lot of new interesting playstyles to the game. Big thank you to all my subscribers. I now have 100 subscribers as of today, which is extremely exciting. Now, before I get into the builds, let's just talk some very important stuff. So you can see, I've got a nice little love heart here. How did I do that? Well, it's with the Sister of the Thorns unique staff, the Deepwood staff. It's a little kind of a secret in the game. So basically, you want to get your bar above that second black line, and then you press the weapon inspection key, and your fingers will go up like this, and you are free to draw whatever you wish. So that's how that works. All right, moving on. Let's just talk about the class. So, Sister of the Thorn. This is one of my favorite classes in the game. This might be a little bit of a stretch to say, but I do feel like this one is the most well balanced. It's not too overpowered. It's not too strong. It's not like in that kind of pay to win area. I love this stuff so much. Cheat mode. I think this is one of the best designed classes, but probably overall lower in power compared to some of the clutch potential these can do. But let's just get into the passive ability. So we've got a cluster of radiance. Kerillian is granted radiance for use of her career skill every 60 seconds. So just kind of a second charge of her ultimate, independent of your normal charge bar, which is pretty nice. But unfortunately, her ultimate isn't super strong. So we got Thorn Wake as our ultimate. Kerillian conjures a Thorn Wall that hinders enemy movement. The Thorn Wall lasts for 6 seconds. This is a pretty cool skill, very utilitarian. It can kind of completely block off choke points, or it can kind of funnel enemies into advantageous locations. It can actually block Blight Storms, which is a really, really nice feature of it. Blight Storms are extremely annoying in this game, but they kind of move around like enemies do. So if you throw up a Thorn Wall, the Blight Storm can't move through it, which is fantastic. As for perks, this is where the rubber really meets the road for this class. The perks on the Sister of the Thorn are amazing. First up, we got Black Venom Blades. Melee attacks apply a poison that deals damage and increases damage suffered by 12% for 10 seconds. Now, the first part of this deals damage. Yeah, it does, but it's extremely small. So kind of don't count on poison damage to kill any enemies for you, although it will occasionally. The real benefit is this damage amplification. This is amazing. This is all damage suffered, so it's going to help you. It's going to help your teammates. If you go up against an enemy and it's your first attack on the enemy, you apply the poison to them, but the poison amplification damage also applies to the attack, the very first attack that you do, which is very nice. So it's not only going to affect your follow-up attacks. It's a straight up 12% damage buff to all of your attacks, no matter what. So that's extremely awesome. Down here, a sustenance of leechlings. Whenever another party member receives temporary health while at full health, Kerillian gains temporary health instead. This is probably one of the best perks in the game. Basically, any surplus health your team generates comes through to you. It just makes you very tanky. You can take a little bit more risk. You're free to kind of like lose your THP as long as your teammates are healed up and they can generate more THP for you. Your health bar is just going to be extremely full all the time thanks to this. It's an amazing skill. The only kind of big downside is I wish this was on a class that could really capitalize off their ultimate, so you could hit trade, where you could exchange THP for more ultimate. Not too good on the Sister of the Thorn to hit trade because her ultimate just isn't that strong. It's not really worth it, to be honest, in my opinion. So that's unfortunate, but again, probably why the class is so balanced. And then finally, all healing received by the party is increased by 25%. Also amazing. This affects, your normal healing items. any kind of healing skills. Pairs well with the Warrior Priest of Sigma, who heals up the whole party. And it also applies to any THP generation, so it helps your teammates generate THP, and it helps you heal up through your teammates and your own THP generation. Basically, this whole package is just amazing. This makes this class extremely fun to play, but still quite balanced overall. I'm going to organize these builds from most responsible to least responsible, so we're starting out with most responsible. This is a very solid all-round kind of build. If I'm being completely honest, this is probably what I would run in real life. Like, this is kind of like my personal kind of meta pick for the Sister of the Thorn. Okay, what I want to do here real quick is just kind of explain kind of where my mind's at with the row 20 talents with the Sister of the Thorn. The reason I'm stating this is because I've seen a few guides and some chatter about Incandescence being garbage, so you should pick Radiant Inheritance. Honestly, I personally disagree. That said, all of my guides in this video do not use Incandescence, but what you see here is kind of my optimum setup if I was kind of playing more meta, or I was serious about winning, you know, a Chaos Waste run or a Cataclysm run or whatever it may be. This is kind of my optimum talent setup right now. This discussion doesn't really fit within FUNtide. This is more of a meta discussion. But it is also, in my opinion. So hopefully I can kind of lay out my ethos kind of quickly here and just kind of get this out of the way. Let's talk Radiant Inheritance first, and why I don't think it's very good at all, and then we'll talk about Incandescence. I'm not going to talk about Bonded Spirit, because I think most people can agree this is probably the worst talent in this row. I do use this with one of my FUNtide builds, just because it's kind of interesting, but these are kind of, well, this is kind of the main pick on this row, and I just kind of want to make the case that this isn't as good as people think. So, Radiant Inheritance. Consuming Radiance grants Kerillian and nearby allies 50% power, 5% critical chance for 10 seconds. Now, granted, that is a lot of power, that is a decent amount of crit chance, and that is a long duration buff. Very, very nice on paper. The problem comes into play when you realize the first two words, consuming radiance. So it's not when using your ultimate. If it was using your ultimate, this would be really, really, really good. It's only when consuming radiance, and radiance only cools down every 60 seconds. It'd be lower Bonded Spirit, but we can't take these two talents together. So it's only once every 60 seconds. Something else to take note of is when you have Radiance, so you can see my Radiance is charged. I've got my yellow skulls up, I've got my Radiance fully charged in the icon in the bottom left, and I've got my ultimate fully charged, which is the purple bar in the center. When I use my ultimate with both my Radiance and my ultimate charged, it prioritizes taking my ultimate. So if I cast it right now, my purple bar is going to disappear. And then that leaves a follow-up Radiance charge for me to use right now, which will grant the buff. So you can see that in the bottom left. Now the problem with this is you need to get through your ultimate charge to gain access to your damage steroid buff that Radiant Inheritance gives you. So you may kind of just waste your ultimate, just kind of get it out of the way in order to gain access to your damage steroid, which probably is fine, you know, if you're just kind of like running through a level at lower difficulties and it doesn't really matter, that's fine. Granted, the Sister of the Thorn's ultimate is very powerful to begin with, so you can just kind of throw it away willy-nilly. It's not a huge deal, but the fact remains you need to get rid of your purple bar before you can even access your Radiance. So that's going to lead to more wasted ultimate casts over a run in order to gain access to the buff. And if we're talking about min-maxing this buff, cooldown is 60 seconds, duration of 10 seconds. So if you're using this every time you gain Radiance, the most optimum way, that is only roughly 16% uptime of this buff. That is not very high. I would also argue you're not using this 100% of the time every time your Radiance gets cooled down, because to do so would be to probably cast Radiance when there's like nothing happening. Like you're running through, there's a few patrols there, a few patrols there. I mean, like a few like enemies there, a few enemies there. You know, maybe there's a special up there. Oh, my Radiance is cooled down. Let me use my ultimate, let me cast my Radiance. kill these 3 guys, okay, cool, job done. And then that was my whole thing used. No one's ever going to do that. No one's ever going to use Radiant Inheritance for 3 enemies. They're probably going to want to save it for difficulty spikes, right? When there's a patrol coming in, there's a lot of armor coming in, there's a boss spawning in, there's multiple specials with a horde. That's when you want access to Radiant Inheritance. So I would argue even best case, probably 10% of the run, most likely even less, like maybe 5% of the run, you are going to have this buff up, and that is not a very long time. Now you could argue this is really to cash in on difficulty spikes. You're only really going to use this when, you know, the difficulty really kind of ramps up. So 5% of the run isn't terrible overall, as long as you're using it to kind of quell those difficulties, which is a valid point. I'll grant you that. I would just say, in my personal opinion, to deal difficulty spikes, Incandescence is going to deal with that problem a lot better for you and for your team. So this is a team-wide buff. I did kind of gloss over that. It's a lot of power. It's a lot of crit chance for the whole team for 10 seconds. But sometimes your team doesn't need DPS. Sometimes your team needs crowd control, which is definitely what Incandescence gives you when combined with Black Venom Thicket or Tangle Grass Thicket. No. Wait. I would say there's kind of a less of a benefit with Incandescence and Ironbark Thicket, because this doesn't really provide crowd control. But still not terrible. Could lock off a lot more kind of approaches to your party and make them a lot safer, potentially. But certainly with these 2 talents, it's going to provide you a lot of crowd control when you have your Radiance fully charged twice. That's going to give you 3 casts. With massed armor patrols, having 3 casts provides a lot of crowd control where you're staggering and knocking down enemies and sending them flying, which just basically gives your team free hits on them, which is probably better because it's free safe hits compared to slightly more damaging but still risky hits. So that's kind of my justification for Incandescence being the meta pick on this row. That said, Radiant Inheritance is still good. It's just, I don't think it's the automatic pick that people really sell it for. Feel free to let me know if you disagree or anything. Despite everything that I've just said, I'm going to be using Radiant Inheritance for the FUNtide builds because I personally believe it is pretty fun and it's cool to have access to that kind of power. But yeah, let's move on to the FUNtide segment. Okay, so this first build I'm going to call the Living Barricade. This is a build that kind of capitalizes on the Sister of the Thorns' ability to generate walls, lock off choke points, and kind of help her team funnel enemies through into advantageous conditions. So we're going to start off with gear as per usual. We're rolling with the Sword and Dagger, and honestly, the Sword and Dagger is probably the best weapon in the game, in my opinion. But it is certainly my most used weapon. It is a weapon that does anything that you want it to do very well. It won't top out against other weapons that really specialize into a certain kind of job, like say monster slaying or elite killing or crowd control. Weapons that are specialized to do that will probably edge out the Sword and Dagger in those chosen disciplines. But the Sword and Dagger has the benefit of being one of the few weapons in the game that can do all of those jobs and do them well. Also, it's just extremely easy to use. So for crowd control, left click, right? Now the first 2 swings are with your sword, so they've got a decent range and decent cleave. The third one is that kind of upwards from the left to the right dagger swing there, which is shorter range, but higher kind of crit rate. And then the last one is a dagger stab, which actually has good range again. Now this good range allows you to crowd control really effectively against trash mobs. As you kind of like cleave into their heads, you're going to stagger them usually so that you're pretty safe, and you can do it at a good distance too. It's got a really nice agility and dodge profile, so as you're kind of putting out the offense, you can dodge around them pretty easily. You know, decent kind of well-rounded defensive stats, so standard 3 stamina with a standard kind of defensive arc. Yeah, so spamming lights for crowd control, and an alternative if you just want to be a little bit more safe, if maybe the hordes get a little bit too thick, is 2 lights and block. 2 lights. So you could block cancel to just kind of keep up the cleave, because these sword strikes have the most cleave, right? You can tell I don't really do it that often. It's a little bit hard for me to do, especially keeping pace with Swiss slaying or not. So 2 lights, block cancel, 2 lights, block cancel, 2 lights, block cancel, right? Very safe kind of crowd control ability, but honestly, probably don't need it too much. That combo was way more necessary in Vermintide 1. The Sword and Dagger is just vastly improved in this game, and spamming lights is just going to be pretty damn safe whenever you're dealing with trash mobs. This is also the combo you use for unarmored bosses, and also unarmored elites such as the Mauler. But yeah, for anti-armor, also very simple. Kind of 2 choices here. You can do the push attack, and then follow up with a heavy. Does pretty good damage. Or you could just do spam heavies, right? This is fine too. Now, something to keep note of is with this build, I'm running Recursive Toxin. This basically allows Black Venom effects to stack 2 times. I'll explain this further when I get to it, but just something to keep note of with this weapon is you kind of want to spam heavies for your anti-armorer. The reason is because each weapon, so the sword and the dagger, each hit independently. So you can see 2 damage numbers there. Now, how that works is because each weapon strike is independent, that means you apply both stacks of Black Venom with the 1 attack. So with this kind of cross-swing attack, it's going to apply 2 ticks of Venom there. So you can see the 2.25s, that's both toxins. So now we've got plus 24% damage on him already. That other tick is just the bleeding, which we'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, basically applying the Black Venom and following up with the damage is kind of the combo that you specifically want to use, especially if you're using Recursive Toxin. Otherwise, you can do the push stab and then heavy, follow up with the heavy. That is fine too. It's not a big deal either way. I'm just talking more efficiency here. So I think that's a Sword and Dagger. Yeah, so on the Sword and Dagger, we've got crit chance and block cost reduction and swift slaying. Okay, let's move on down to the Deepwood Staff. The Deepwood Staff is amazing, arguably overpowered, and also extremely fun. So just perfect for our builds. And honestly, using anything else with the Sister of the Thorn feels like a opportunity cost because the Deepwood Staff is so good. One, you got infinite ammo, of course, because it's a spell-based thing. You got a overcharge bar similar to Sienna's overcharge mechanic here. You got these cool little nature's magic missiles that come out in rapid fire with your primary attack, which actually does really nice damage. That's 30 damage right there, just with a left click. Extremely easy to aim, extremely good range. Can really snipe things with this. It's just a really effective, cool kind of, assault rifle burst attack. So that's your primary, and then your secondary lifts enemies up, makes them completely useless for a period of 5 seconds. This is like one of the ultimate crowd control abilities. Okay, as for properties, we've got crit chance and power of Skaven. Honestly, you can kind of run anything with this build. You don't really need the crit chance with this. It's nice, but you can run anything else. No big deal. Thermal Equalizer is always nice. I would say probably just the best overall, because Thermal Equalizer is going to allow you to do more casts of the right click, which is kind of the main power of the staff. And yeah, that's a Deepwood Staff. Moving on down to the necklace, we just got stamina and health to round out our defensive talents, because we've got BCI on the weapon. Barkskin as well. Alright, moving down here, Power vs Chaos and Skaven. You can do anything with the charm, honestly. Again, I kind of ignore breakpoints with FUNtide, if you're kind of new to the channel. I just mainly prioritize build crafting and fun. I don't really kind of metagame too much. Picked proxy on this just because longer potion duration and all potion effects on you aren't really great for Sister of the Thorn. Again, just because our ultimate is pretty weak. So may as well just support the team a little bit more. Why not spread your potion effects to allies? And lastly, we've got crit chance and stamina recovery. Crit chance is certainly nice, but not necessarily. You could really run anything on this. Honestly, you could run anything here and here and almost here. You do want Swift Slaying and crit chance on your weapon. Actually, and because of that, you want crit chance on your trinket to maximize Swift Slaying. All right, let's get into the talents. We're running Carve because your sword and dagger do pretty decent cleaving through the horde. You're going to get a lot of value out of Carve, very fast attacks too. Very good way to generate THP. And not too much to talk about here. Moving down. We will talk about this with a future build, and we'll talk about this with a future build, so I'll just stay on this. Athartes Delight. Melee strikes against poison enemies make them bleed. This is definitely the meta. When you melee attack an enemy, you apply the poison. Then when you follow up with a second melee attack, you will apply a bleed, and the bleed does really nice damage. If I do a series of attacks, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say. Look at his health just kind of drain down. Really, really good kind of benefit to your DPS there. This is like so much benefit to your DPS without even thinking about it. All you gotta do is attack enemies. So this is just so good. Because we're just running walls on this, I think we're just gonna get a little bit of value out of Radiant Inheritance. It's a nice little kind of power spike for you and your team when things get heated, and when things get heated, you're typically kind of walling up anyway with your ultimate, which means you'll be using this anyway. So it's a nice little bonus to have. All right, moving down. Recursive Toxin, as I said, extremely easy to apply Recursive Toxin. Just one heavy will apply both stacks to an enemy, allowing for all your follow-up attacks to have increased damage. And remember, these stack additively, so instead of 12%, it's 24% extra damage to a target from your whole team. Very good for bosses. This really increases your party DPS against bosses, so that's cool. Really helps with like Chaos Warriors and other elites as well that have large health pools. Not too useful for the horde, but doesn't hurt either. So Recursive Toxin is really nice. I'll talk about these other talents when we get to the other builds. All right, finally, Ironbark Figure increases the width of the Thorn Wall and its duration to 10 seconds. So, the Thorn Wall, its main utility is blocking off pathways for the enemies to use. Now, if I was to use it here, just note if you're up against Skaven or even Chaos, they could potentially climb up on this ledge and walk around it. Their pathfinding really struggles when you have a Thorn Wall up though. So generally it will do a good job at kind of like impeding the enemy advance anyway. Something else to note is you can, if you hold down F, you can kind of see this targeting. If you're holding down F and you press left click, you can now, rotate it. So you can place it this way or you can place it this way. Left click allows you to kind of change those, right? Something else that I actually personally only learned recently, and maybe not a lot of people know, is when you cast Thorn Wall, it looks pretty like it's gonna block you, right? It's not. You can walk through it. The enemies can't walk through it, but you can, and your teammates can. So don't think you are completely blocked off when there's a Thorn Wall in front of you. Just be mindful that it does block enemy advance. So if you're going to walk through it, you potentially are walking into a group full of enemies. So that's something to keep in mind. But don't feel like you need to wait for the cooldown to like advance at all. You can just walk straight through it. I kind of mentioned it before, but the wall can also block Blight Storms, which is an extremely useful, lesser known utility. If the Blight Storm was casting a storm on your party and you're standing here, just move away. Hopefully your party's moving with you. Put your ultimate down here. That Blightstorm can now no longer follow you and you guys can ignore it safely. Okay, yeah, so that's kind of the build. It's kind of cookie cutter. It really kind of plays into the thematic makeup of the Sister of the Thorn. Block off choke points to support your team. Funnel enemies through. So let's say, this is a hole opening here. You could put up a wall here, and then now you guys just need to protect this little bit here. Allows you to kind of clear through the horde a lot more efficiently. You're going to do a lot of damage amplification for your team just by attacking enemies. You're going to be able to cleave through hordes pretty effectively. You're going to be able to pick off specials really effectively by stunning them, or elites by stunning them, and you can just finish them off with a left click at your leisure while they can't move. You can basically do everything. Yeah, this is a very solid build, very reasonable, very responsible. Okay, this next build I'm going to call the Whirlwind of the Weave. This is a build that mainly utilizes the glaive, as well as the Bride Javelin, so it's a very polearm focused build. This build is also a lot of fun. Let's go through the gear. The glaive is an amazing weapon. I love the glaive so much. It's got these really nice horizontal sweeps that allows you to kind of cleave through heads pretty well. It's a little bit hard when, you know, the dummies are up like this. But when the Skaven heads are like down here, it's extremely easy to kind of cleave through their heads. So that's really nice. Now, something else is with the lights, they actually have pretty decent, you know, armor piercing. You can see I'm not doing great damage, but just by spamming lights, you can fight a mixed horde pretty well, which is really, really nice. So if you've got a mixed horde and, you know, you're worried about getting tagged by Skaven slaves, just spam lights and you should be fine. However, if you don't have a mixed horde and you just have armor, all you gotta do is spam heavies. It's got these kind of two vertical sweeps, so up and then down. That downwards is very easy to hit heads with. Generally you want to aim a little bit more to the right because it kind of comes down diagonally like that. So you want to aim a little bit more to the right of the head to hit the head, like so. But this does fantastic damage. Oh my god, what the fuck? So much armor. Lucky I got the glaive. So this is another extremely easy weapon to use. You know, spamming lights for horde, spamming heavies for armored. Honestly, for like unarmored elites and unarmored bosses, you could go with either. Sometimes I like to use the heavies to kind of back away, attack, go back in, back away and attack, go back in, just so I'm a little bit more safe with the boss. Or you could probably just spam lights. I'm not exactly sure what DPS is higher for unarmored targets, but certainly for multiple combatants you want to spam lights. Alright, so that's a glaive. We are rocking crit chance and attack speed as well as swift slaying on this. Basically, the idea with this specific build is we're the Whirlwind of the Weave, which means attack speed, a lot of attack speed. So crit chance to trigger swift slaying for more attack speed, as well as 5% base attack speed on the weapon is what we're going with. We're also rolling the Bride Javelin, no real reason for this. Honestly, the staff is better all around. I love the staff so much. I just picked this to mix it up, and the Bride Javelin is still extremely fun. The biggest problem with the Bride Javelin, 66 damage is not enough to one-shot a Storm Vermin, which really sucks. You'll see in my gameplay, I am one-shotting a few of them, but I think that's when I was critting. But yeah, this weapon's just extremely fun, extremely FUNtide, so I just kind of picked it with this build, and I thought it was kind of, you know, thematic. Yep, so Bride Javelin, you can run with anything here. I do like the headshots replace one ammunition. It really incentivizes you to make those headshots. Whenever you do, you don't need a reload, which is really, really nice. Really satisfying to pull off a combo in that way. And then necklace, again, pretty typical. I'm going with stamina and health. Honestly, people value BCR more than stamina. Not me, I like stamina. So it's really up to you. Honestly, BCR is probably more responsible, so either BCR or stamina. But health is very useful always on the Sister of the Thorn, just because she can capitalize that extra health into more THP, you know, more room for THP in a health bar, if that makes sense. So that's what I roll with there. For charm, we're rocking 5% attack speed again, as well as power versus armored. Now the power versus armored is important for one breakpoint, which is being able to push Storm Vermin out of their overhead. You can actually do the same with Maulers, I believe. If you had a plus 10% versus Chaos on your charm and your weapon, you could also push Maulers out of the overhead. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to rock attack speed, so we've only got the break point for Storm Vermin here. I'll explain the pushes in a little bit when we get to the talents. And then finally, crit chance of stamina recovery. I'd say these are both a lock-in for this specific build. The crit chance, mainly just for the Swift Slaying, and the stamina recovery for one of the talents that I have alluded to here that I'll talk about a little bit later. Okay, let's get into the talents. This is kind of a no-brainer. Carve for Glaive makes a lot of sense. As you kind of cleave through enemies, you're going to be generating a lot of THP with Carve, so that's fine. This is our first less responsible pick. A Thartes Delight, even with the Glaive, is probably still the better choice for the Glaive, just because how much DPS it does. So you can see each of those 5 ticks is a bleed stack. And that's like 15 damage basically every tick. If you hit an enemy 3 times, that is a lot of DPS over time that the bleed gives you. Surge of Malice doesn't put out as much damage as that. It only gives you 15% attack speed, which is decent. You do need to be above 90% health, which should be pretty often with your Sustenance of Leeching's ability getting THP from your teammates. So hopefully that's not an issue. But what this will grant you is, for big heavy weapons like the Glaive with big sweeping attacks, attack speed is safety because it cleaves so well and it staggers decently through hordes. The only thing kind of stopping you, well, the only thing that's going to let your guard down is slow attacks, allowing a Scaveman Slave to get in and poke you. So all of the attack speed on our weapon, on our charm, on Swift Slaying, and now on this ability, which if we're fully maxed out, that is, what is that? That's 35% attack speed, which is pretty nice. It's going to make it really safe, swinging this Wild Glaive everywhere. Again, moving on down, we got Smiter. No reason to not take Smiter. It's just really going to help your DPS with your Glaive. Now, we're also running with Radiant Inheritance. I would say this is a build where you could also run Incandescence. Perfectly fine. We'll get to the ultimate in a bit, but basically I find this ultimate generally more useful than Ironbark Thicket, just because it's got some crowd control attached to it. So having a bunch of crowd control available all at once through Incandescence is actually pretty nice. But, you know, the damage steroid feels kind of more FUNtide to me, so you still get to kind of pull this off a bunch of times, even taking this talent. So I kind of rolled with this instead. Okay, now this is the really irresponsible pick, but we're going to pick Repel. Pushing at full stamina increases the strength and range of the push by 100%. So it doubles the strength and it doubles the range. That is a very strong push. This talent's actually pretty cool and it feels really safe. So I was using it in my game. It makes this cool sound when you push. You can hear that wing. And you can see that kind of leaf thing in front of you. It's like a big kind of push barrier. That's awesome. I love that. I've never noticed that before. But this push just completely makes, you know, Scaveman Slaves and Clan Rats fly. It's very satisfying. You feel very powerful using it. Look at that. That's so cool. It feels really safe. You can't touch me. Forward. Push you back. Super push. And it's actually not too hard to do. So you can see push. The cooldown on it is very low. You just need full stamina. Because if I use it there, I don't get it. Need full stamina. There we go. So you can do this quite often. You can kind of, you know, cleave through the horde. Push him. Cleave through the horde. Push him. Cleave through the horde. Push him. Now, Repel combined with the 10% versus Armored, again, lets you push Storm Vermin out of their overhead, which is pretty damn nice, noting that the game does like to spam Storm Vermin at you from time to time. Yeah, this is very satisfying. The problem with Repel, and the reason I never take it normally, is these talents are awesome. They basically augment your Blackmen and Blades. So again, you're kind of sacrificing DPS for safety with this ability, but I don't know, I found it very satisfying, and honestly, I just really like the sound. Like, that sound in the combat just kind of makes you feel like, I don't know, magical god of some kind. Alright, finally, Tanglegrass Thicket. This is another ultimate I haven't used that much. Usually I use Black Venom Thicket, but Tanglegrass Thicket is actually really nice as well. It's gonna cast a smaller wall than our previous build, but on the way to wherever you place the wall, it's gonna kind of create that kind of earthquake of vines coming out. Any kind of elite or trash unit that gets caught in those vines gets pushed back through the vines and then pushed behind the wall that eventually gets generated. Extremely useful for crowd control, very good for like splitting up a horde, for pushing back elites as you kind of slaying the trash units. Many different applications for this. You can still lock off choke points, but just unfortunately a little bit more limited because the width isn't as high. So that is pretty much this build done. And then, yeah, Bright Javelin, just aim for heads. So just remember, with the Whirlwind of the Weave, you want to be cleaving through enemies, pushing through enemies to stay safe, crowd controlling enemies with your ultimate, and then cashing in on Radiant Inheritance with your Radiance to buff your teammates up. You really just kind of turn into like this furious kind of cleaving monster. Yeah, very, very fun build. I really enjoyed this one. All right, and then for our final build, I'm going to call this the Death of 1,000 Thorns build. This is the least responsible build. I did find it fun, but I also found it a little bit cursed and not very good. The 2 Cataclysm attempts I did on this were failures. It's definitely not meta. It's not very safe. It's very kind of high risk, high reward. The main reason for that is we're using the dual daggers. Now the dual daggers, I love these weapons. They're so cool. They're so great. They attack so fast. These attacks come out really fast. Really easy to aim for headshots. And the heavies just do insane damage. This is gonna like puncture through armor very, very well. Elites will go down in no time as you kind of spam the heavies. I love the daggers. They're really cool. Now, the main problem with the daggers is, well, it's twofold. So the defensive capabilities are terrible. So I've only got 2 stamina on this. Now you can see the defensive arc is a very small arc in front of you. So not very good for blocking and not very good for pushing or anything that involves stamina. So it's got that going for them. The other thing is the range is extremely small. So you can see from back, well, let's see. From back here, I'm only hitting once with one of my attacks. There you go. So standing here, I'm hitting nothing. Let's go to the sword and dagger. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so the 3rd attack misses, which is the dagger's kind of swipe, but all the other attacks hit from here, which makes the sword and dagger very, very effective for crowd control. And the dual daggers, not really. The dual daggers, you really need to get up and close and personal, which is not ideal. The other problem, no cleave. So you can see 1 attack, 2 attack. You can see neither of these attacks are cleaving through the dummy to get to the other dummy. Alright. I'm only hitting 1 dummy at a time. Now let's get back to the sword and dagger. Alright, two hits. Especially, oh, even with the 3rd, wait. Okay, so yeah, the 3rd dagger strike in this also only has 1 hit, which makes sense. But yeah, 0 cleave on the daggers. So the closeness of the enemy combined with the 0 cleave, combined with its poor defensive capabilities, makes the dual daggers extremely, extremely risky to bring into a horde situation. When you're surrounded by enemies, you can kind of cut through them pretty fast because they do fantastic damage. The attacks come out really fast, but it's going to be very hard to kind of stagger all the enemies in front of you, and you're going to be taking quite a few hits if you're just kind of waiting until a crowd left clicking. So that's a major weakness of the dual daggers. It's something they could probably counteract with a lot of practice and with kind of mastery of the game. I'm not quite there yet. I tried to run the dual daggers mainly on the shade, because the shade does just like her ultimate damage potential with the dual daggers. But I found it just kind of really weakened her in a lot of other areas, like just fighting a normal horde of Skaven slaves was pretty hard to do with the dual daggers. One thing I would say though is the Sister of the Thorn is an extremely good class to practice using the dual daggers, just because she is so forgiving. With her sustenance of leechings, you're going to have a lot more health to kind of like spend to hit trade, essentially. So if you're going to take hits, or you're kind of practicing fighting with the sword and dagger, Sister of the Thorn is a very good class to do that with. And she's got some other cool abilities that really kind of buy into... in case you don't know, the dual daggers also have, not on the first 2 hits, but the 3rd and 4th hit in the combo, they have plus 10% crit chance on those attacks. So definitely a higher crit rate overall for the daggers. And because of that, we're going a very kind of crit specific build with this Death by 1,000 Thorns build. So I put crit chance and crit power just because I'm focusing on crits with the dual daggers for this one. And then swift slaying as well to trigger even faster attacks. We're going back to the Deepwood Staff. We love it. The enemies hate it. And it's definitely going to kind of help our CC potential, which is definitely something that's really going to help our dual daggers. If we put a Chaos Warrior up in the air, he is now completely at our mercy, where we can just kind of stab him all day in the face, which it's just a very good kind of pair up between these two. And then moving down, again, just stamina and health. I prefer stamina, but BCR is probably more responsible. Charm, we're doing crit power again, doubling down on the crit power for plus 40%, which is pretty nice. And then attack speed. That's probably not ideal. You don't really need attack speed on the dagger. We've already got swift slaying, which is probably overkill as well. So you could kind of go anything else instead of attack speed, but I like the idea of crit power because of our high crit rate. And then of course we've got crit chance and cooldown reduction. Now I did run cooldown reduction this time just because that matters a little bit more with this build. But you could run something else. The cooldown reduction doesn't help a lot. It's just we don't really need stamina as much because presumably we're not blocking with the daggers. All right, let's get into the talents. So we're running with Sting. Melee strikes for 0.5 temporary health. Melee critical strikes and headshots instead restore 2. Critical headshots instead restore 4. Very important to try and aim for headshots here. I'm not too good at it, but it's honestly not too hard to aim. Point your crosshair at the enemy's head and you should generally be hitting quite a few headshots. Very nice when you do critical hit headshots. That's quite a large amount of health every time we do that, which is not too hard to do because our attacks come out very fast and they're quite easy to aim. So Sting is what we're taking because we can't really carve through enemies. Carve will give you some, but it's not ideal for the dual daggers. You could take Execute if you want. I never really take Execute. I like something that's a little bit more consistent. It's going to flatten out the curve of my THP generation. Execute gives you spikes of THP. I much prefer kind of a more consistent THP generation throughout a level, which is what Sting provides. Okay, yeah, again, this is the least responsible build. We started with the most responsible, which is this. The next responsible, which kind of made sense for slower weapons like the glaive for this. But with this build, we're running Briar's Malice. This is the least useful one in this line, I think, but I don't know. It's got some interesting synergy with some of these other talents that I picked, but basically casting Thornwake grants Kerillian 2 guaranteed critical strikes. Again, this is pretty trash compared to constant bleed. So we are sacrificing raw DPS, which Authority's Delight does give in spades, as well as attack speed, which to be honest, we don't really need on the dual daggers, for 2 measly guaranteed critical strikes, which we have a high crit rate on these daggers anyway. So why are we doing that? I'll explain a little bit later, but just keep in mind, it's when you cast Thornwake. So that means either your career skill or when you consume Radiance. Either one would give you these guaranteed critical strikes. Honestly, if you want to pick this, completely fine. In fact, it will probably improve this build. This just requires a little bit more foresight and thought, which just feels a little bit more FUNtide to me. This is kind of more brain dead awesomeness. We don't want to go too brain dead, I guess. I don't know. We're rolling with this for this build. Moving down to Smiter. We got Smiter, so we're taking Smiter. Very useful for any kind of melee focused class. Okay, so we've talked about Incandescence, and we've talked about Radiant Inheritance a lot. With this build, we're running Bonded Spirit. Reduce the cooldown of Radiance by 50%, taking damage increases the cooldown by 2 seconds. So, this allows your career skill to be on a lower cooldown, and essentially allow it to be spammed more. And you do want to spam your career skill. The main reason you want to spam your career skill is to cash in on Briar's Malice. The reason you want to cash in on Briar's Malice is because of the next talent I picked. The next talent I picked is Lingering Black Venom. Critical strikes apply Black Venom to enemies near the target. So it's an area of effect ability. But if I crit this guy, which I did just then, you can see that armored guy over there got stacks of the poison, even though I hit this guy right here. So it's an AoE ability that spreads your poison. Again, the poison doesn't do much damage by itself, but it does provide damage amplification, which is nice. Something else that it does that it doesn't say in the description is it provides a little mini stagger. Now, essentially, that is going to sub in for a lack of crowd control on the dual daggers by every time we do that kind of, you can hear the kind of big explosion. Every time we do that explosion, we are staggering the whole horde a small bit, which is just going to keep us safer overall, on top of applying this awesome poison to everyone, which makes the follow-up attacks to them more deadly. That's the reason basically this talent, and this talent work together. This allows you to spam your ultimate. Your ultimate gives you critical strikes. Critical strikes gives you explosions, which gives you stagger, which gives you safety. And then finally, we picked Black Venom Thicket, which provides massive amounts of stagger and crowd control to the enemies and applying more poison explosions to your enemies. So this is all about like juggling your enemies around and crowd controlling them and applying venom to them the whole time. And then finishing them off with deadly attacks to the face. That's the idea of this. That's the idea of how it works in theory. How it works in practice is it's a little bit hard. The only level I could complete with this was a legend. The 2 Cataclysm runs were kind of disastrous. I will still put those in the video probably just for illustrated purposes. But this is definitely a high skill class to use. Or, sorry, a high skill build. Much harder to play with just by nature of taking dual daggers, which are an awesome weapon. I wish they were slightly better at crowd control, but they aren't. They're pretty terrible, and you need to be cognizant of that. And this game is a horde shooter essentially, with a non-horde clearing weapon. Yeah, so that is the gameplay of that, and that kind of concludes on my builds. Really appreciate any likes, comments, or subscribes. If I taught you something new, if you enjoyed the build, any of the builds that I made, please let me know, and please support the channel in those ways. It just really helps kind of motivate me to make more content. So yeah, really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the gameplay, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Don't we just get all of the nice jobs? I mean, would anyone miss Bergenhafen?
Looks like a nice little town to me. Except for all the corpses littering the walls. Alright, so I gotta get used to using walls, and don't typically run walls on Sister of the Thorn. Hopefully I can use them somewhat effectively.
We'll have the Krupmaraz out of here soon enough, if this Krautsman's done what he claims.
Ah, shit. I hate this level. This is one with darkness.
Death waiting all around.
This is gonna go poorly, actually.
Always welcome, if only the torch didn't stink so.
One thing I got reminded of recently is the Maulers have, I'm not sure if it's super armor on the head, but they've got a lot of armor in their head. So I think it could actually be better to hit them on the torso. Okay, where do I go?
Wait for bracer. Let's see what we have.
God damn. Yeah, this is really good.
Looks like we lost one eye. Gas rat's dead.
Alright, 2 bots are dead. Someone just joined in. My fucking Iron Breaker bot is killing everything. I love the Iron Breaker so much. Alright, hug this wall. Should be good. Whoop. Okay. Thank you.
Bet that's an assassin out here.
Yes. So many shots. Such turn aim.
Fortunately, the guy who just joined is dead. Oh my god, really? Fucking get on moving here, this is crazy. Getting a lot of walls up. The walls are actually coming in handy here. But yeah, this is just fucking silly. Oh, that sounded bad.
Over here! Easy picking for you! Don't live, Dory!
Our path is blocked. Why am I not surprised? Watch out! Yeah! Kill the merchant before it goes.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I lost my torch. Poor Barton's choking to death. Oh, Jesus, can't see shit. Get my torch. I can't believe we're doing like speakingly well. This is fun. Ah, Jesus.
I don't try that easily.
Alright. Let's pick up our teammates. How the fuck do I get over there? Take this level. Oh, Jesus.
That's a leech and no mistake.
Oh my god. Fucking special spam, dude. Lovely. Yep. That's alright. I don't need my freedom. Oh my god. Really? Really? That boss? In this place? Oh, that's not good. That's a lot of damage. Oh, really? I just blocked flamethrower, so awesome. Dude, I'm so fucked.
Others clear. Wait. 2 null regiments.
Dude.
Vanish without trace.
This is the worst boss to get in this level. Down here, this is fucked.
Come here. Have a grandmother hit harder than that.
Oh, yeah, cool. Love it. Even my butt's hurting. This sucks. This is the fucking worst fucking map ever. This is crazy, dude. Nah, fuck off.
Same cause.
Yep, I can't block it. I fucking used my thing. This blows. Oh, I'm so screwed. I'm so screwed. Fuck off. Oh, oh, I dodged it. I can't believe that. That's crazy. Lovely. This is great.
That sorcerer must
Come on.
die if the storm is to cease.
I fucking hate that level so much. It's gotta be the worst one.
Well, you can't get too close to nature. Let's hope Lumberfeet didn't drag the others down.
Hasten to me.
Why are they grooming on Cataclysm? That's just silly. I guess they're hardcore or something.
An adequate kill. I keep hoping you'll improve.
Use your hands, ready. Take a fire. There! Plague monk! Kill that globadier! Globe lobber coming in!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck me. That globe was amazing.
Pussy frail! Not free! Backstabber, did you see it?
Another wave of filth about to crash against me.
Oh, Jesus Christ, really? Fuck. This blows. Yeah, that's right. You don't need to save me.
But achlings are problems no more.
That was crazy. Let me give this to Cribs.
Health to all and confusion to our foes.
Let the black rat come. I'm an arrow. That's a lighthouse.
Sigma be praised.
Hurry! This way!
Not these blackbird bastards again. You want to tell me why you keep looking at me like that? Ever heard of trust?
Rat man, always compensating with machinery.
Shield vermin, watch out!
Ah, hook rat! Ha! A dead cat master fight for song.
Black rat with shield, take me from the side! I'll play the next. Look, healing drop.
It would seem these were the Skaven we were pursuing.
Bombs here. Rattling gunner, somewhere close. There, gunner in the shadows. Get it off me! Get it off me! The Packmaster's done for!
Storm vermin.
A gas that man! Oh, the cracking shield now!
No. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. I suck at this game. Oh, thanks for the heal, man. Jesus Christ. That was annoying. Do I have a win? I can't really tell.
Sagaraki Blackfur ahead! Arm yourselves with bombs!
That's
here.
alright. No one take the bomb. It's fine. We don't need it.
Come with legs. You find me ready.
Poison blast, find it!
By Lily of Thunderfucky!
Love it all in the shield! Look to you! Get behind! I'm a force to play!
So many kills, Kraber! Is that valor or desperation?
You're not gonna watch or pitch in!
Did anyone hear something? A sort of whining sound?
Give it our shit! Yes! Think we annoyed him, Dory! Bah! Rip here, the rattling's gonna die! Our shields up! Get behind me! Black rat! Kill that scroll!
Oh, Jesus.
Someone have some healing, or an arm they ain't using. Elden Hammer! Black rat's mine! Fire overhead! Supplies for our aim questions! Mind the hook! Assassin!
No sorrow for dead Packmaster.
Ah, really? Fuck that. That's fucking bullshit, dude.
You butcher them! I'm on form today, Dory! The lady sees your efforts, Bardin. Laughing her head off, she is. A walk fast I don't like them. Not a bit. Caution here!
That's alright. I don't want a potion. What the
Find the shield
fuck is that? No.
Steady
I'll take
meat.
that.
We're not out of this yet.
Do you still think I've got a wing based on the colors? Can't tell if that's a level or if I got a wing. I wish that was a very useful HUD element. I know there's like mods for it, but don't know. I like to kind of run vanilla.
Black that. A challenge at last. Do us all a favor, One-Eye. See what I can see.
Over this. I knew your defenseless necromancer. Neutralizing you was the correct choice.
I'm surprised you didn't try to kill me too.
I considered it.
Well, don't hold back. Have another go. Only I'll see you coming this time. Won't I?
But concern ourselves with the present, not the past. Ah! Now I'm hit by the hammer and the holy death.
I smell groundhog poison. What's this, your mistress of thorns?
And that. Beware of poison.
What the fuck is he doing? Guess I wrote. Reba? I don't know. Fucking know. Oh my god. He's surrounded. At least he's got his ulti. Ah, he's trying to get the green. That's fine.
Covered head to foot I am.
Don't look at me. I didn't tell you to do it.
Where's it gone?
Kill the fruity before it fires.
Potion! Bridge looks like it still works. I think. Got a healing drop here!
Yeah, that's a fucking hook right. I can't see him. Where is he? Oh my god.
Gas! Gas!
Oh Jesus.
Brilliant! Oh, another black pearl! You can't hold a grudge against Saltspire forever without me. Aaron threw him a scare.
First of all, you're one to speak about grudges. And second, you watch me.
It'll eat you up inside. Mark my words.
Spite is meat and drink to the
Specials.
Kithari Barden. And thus to me also.
It's your choice. Just hate to see you both hurt.
Ugh, you're soft in the head. But fine. Over there, meat. A Chaos Warrior.
Have a chat. Shield blast.
Ow. That was dumb of me.
One less spinner rotel.
I love this stuff so much. So useful.
Chaos Warrior!
Incoming. Fire rat.
Listen.
Burn layer. Blood and fire.
Someone speed Reaver! Hurry!
Stand ready.
Have a chair. That's a Chaos Warrior. I do believe we're getting better at this war.
Well, take battles to get everything going the way it should. And just take off that peg of ale you down last night. I think you got that.
Let the weed shield in!
That's right. Get in.
How's he going?
Kill that saggy. Sneak rat. Good saggy and dead saggy.
A Chaos Warrior. Just what we needed. love their toys.
Hookrak's dead.
Too much.
Kill them. Big flag. All of the boy, he kills us.
Stunner warrior comes for us. Done ready.
Going pretty well.
I suspect
a pretty good team.
this is, or was, a whaling settlement.
Stop gawping, Mayflies. We need to keep moving. Secret! Not so good in a fair fight, assassin.
Grimnir spears and ratties down. Cursed blightstormer. Leech incoming.
I'll put that Blackstorm hit going.
He's clutched on.
More ammunition here. Sorry, this is the street.
The more I hate, claims you. I hear the gas back.
Put it down.
A necromancer is not to be trusted, whatever others may say. Do you not agree, Master Dwarf?
Aye, well, that depends.
On what day?
Ow.
On whether or not you can
So it's my fault.
do not slip by the picture. Look at my side of this. Think of what your ancestors would say. I am. And they're telling me to think on my graves.
Can you not sense it? Like dung-coated fingers dragging through the breeze.
Hey! My hands! Sigma stand with us and swarm!
Pretty good DPS on this. Pretty good, actually. I kind of do like the walls for like funneling enemies. Doing really well. This is kind of smooth.
Let's fight! I'm fine, you'll see!
Gods or not, the Chaos Warrior has fallen.
Watch him die!
Wait for me!
I can just bypass my wall easily.
Do not squander the lady's gift.
It was employed in a good
Still don't know if I have this
Robert.
wound, but
Didn't look
I'll
like it from here.
probably drink up next healing item again.
There must still be over there. A storm weaver. This is the path. Look, I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm tired of all this squabbling. We used to be a great team. We can be again.
Wasted words. The wounds go too deep. Hold on, Mayflies.
Yeah,
I'm going to
I did have a wound? I had a wound.
So, now we fight a troll. Still like fun.
Trolls heal fast. That's going to strike. That took something out of the troll. Let's finish him. Got the long steady level.
Worship your mistress of Thorn!
Oh shit. Ouch. Get out of the fucking ball, you idiot. Yeah, these rules are actually pretty nice. I don't play with them a lot, but I can definitely see the appeal. Is our tomb right over there?
What I hear, good fellows. Leech. That's not real light. There's something nasty going on.
Ow. Whoa. Yeah, close consonant. Fuck. Thank you. Very nice. Where was that son of a bitch? Fuck off. Wait, get the fuck fucking. Oh my god, really? Hit me on that fucking thing.
Good one, Thorny. Sneaky ratty, dead and done.
Doing pretty terrible right now. Better hit that THP.
I think it's this way. Form on me, Dory. We'll take the Cataclysm together. Where is that wild thing now? Hey, I'm warrior.
Let me your fight!
Man, this is a really good team. I love the heals this guy's providing. Ah, get away.
Mountain stood proud, and so shall I. Neither wind nor rain shall wear me down. By the Grail, there's a lot of them.
Like
By the hammer and the
Ow. Right. That's bad kind of cross, doesn't it? Oh, and you get on the platform right now. I don't know that.
Sick of this. Be silent, brother. We used to be mates, but we stopped trusting each other and it's killing us. Maybe we're not getting on this island, but we're still people that was right bloody fine. So, you're gonna leave the past in the past, or you're gonna have worse than the pack sworn to deal with. Got it? Said it better, lad.
That heavy tread, arrogance in every step. It's a chaos warrior.
Right, let's kick some ass. I see you in the Someone kill this! Bloody hell, we've only got a guilty!
Move quickly, unless you want burning to last.
Ammunition! That's Malaya! Stand clear of that hook! That's the gun! Right, son!
It's not bug buttons, I'll tell you that.
Oh, don't bother drinking!
A lot of these walls, to be honest.
Ammunition, fill your pouches! It's gonna taste the Kerillian soul! Kill the leech! Here! Blight Stormer! That Silas Doomy won't get throttled now! I'm losing my patience!
Rot hell! Clumsier than you, big wise. The chaos warrior's fallen!
I love this stuff so much. Cheat mode.
Death is too good for you. There! That's another!
This assassin's dead! There'll be more! Find that cousin Blight Stormer. He can't be far.
One last gasp from the sorcerer.
Hope for all here.
Flame rush! What your adventurous of Thorns!
A globadier! Gas rat! Gas rat! Not any longer!
Come out, Brad! A troll. Its ugliness offends authority.
Really?
Holy, that thing's about to vomit.
Ow, that was dumb.
Like that.
No, you're right, Swordin, I'll give you that. Aye, the mountains are hard. Potion here! There's an assassin close by.
Got another!
Yeah, you stay down, sneaker. Can't see your control, but he's a big lad.
See, an assassin longs to feel my axe.
Look at that armored brute! We're blatant sense!
So much for the lighthouse being all right, eh? Hot shield!
Always sneaking the
There's only a scratch since I've been touched them.
That's another leak down.
Rock shield! Sigma! A fire!
Chaos warrior.
Bring more of them coming! Let's teach them some manners! Shut doors to them!
I've got her rather transparency.
What's your healing drop? Healing for that, Bobby? Hardly close to
Salty failure, assassin! Wait for me! Now, there's that false humility that makes me grind my teeth.
for that brother.
Push! Arakita!
Let the weeds be up there!
Nasty pile of whatever it is.
So let's do something about it, eh, Dory?
Time for the shielding coming right up.
This way! Onward!
That's all.
I'm not sure where we're going. We go through this tunnel or no?
You'll be all dead!
Gotta block you guys off. Gotta block you off. You try it.
Blowing up the party!
Ah, so this is how they control the oil flow.
Down this street!
Nice, that's another down.
Oh shit! Don't waste it!
I just don't really know what to do here. It has to be my teammates that do everything. I haven't played this map a lot. Learned about filling up oil and then putting out tentacles, not that much.
Not yet!
Our dwarf's in a bad way.
Ah, shit. Get away from me! Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Sneak rats in the shadows.
Oh. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. God damn. Can't get a beat on him. Oh my god. Fuck off, really? What are we doing here? Can we go through here?
Caution! Don't waste it. The fire might be a mite out of control, Dory.
Hello. Shortcut. Ah, come on, really? The lock on is a little bit fiddly on that. Build the wagon. Okay. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Did not ask for that. Where'd you come from? Where'd you guys come from?
We need a fuse.
Ow! Son of a bitch. How do we ignite it? Purge the corruption.
This is our moment. Make them pay.
Ow!
Gods.
I'm surprised you can stand with this thing. Take on. Wail before the might of Sigma. Not to be a naysayer, but it's about to get uncomfortably warm.
Nah, really?
Broad shield.
I can see a route down to
yes.
the harbour. Blackouts never heal any day.
Stop wasting bombs.
Feasting? Well, you know I'm... Oh, naturally. We're all convinced. I took chaos from here.
Come on, really?
What a shame. The Chaos Warriors had it. Still can't believe that we lost Sienna.
I take the
Just picture us up doors.
Oh. That hurt. She's trying to cover our back.
I must say, you like to come aboard?
Did you hear that? A blasphemous rock shield.
Come on, fuck off.
You hear that, Dory?
Targeting, man. We're targeting. Yeah, so you can see how hidden stuff is in this game. It's pretty hard to get rid of it for something like the javelins or whatever.
You wouldn't believe the
But
day-
sometimes you just don't want to play with the best tools. You just want to play with something else.
Give me strength.
Ah, 0 green circles. That's really sad. Did pretty decent damage to monsters, which is nice. He's the Monster Slayer. My damage dealt was the lowest, but you know, I was kind of taking rear guard a lot of the time, and it was decent enough. Damn, 81, that's crazy. Yeah. I was just kind of a general hand support character. You're playing exactly as how the Sister of the Thorn should. Yeah, I played bad on purpose. That's what I'm saying.
All talking again, are we? Good.
But he insists we help the defenders out of the mess they've landed themselves in. Ugh, I suppose it's as good a place as any to make partial amends for Hogger's Bridge.
A steady pace, that's the trick. No sense getting their eye to puff.
Alright, so just remember, swing wildly, throw spears, consume radiance to push enemies back, and push enemies for massive stagger.
No, man, black fur. Leave the black rat to me.
Oh, makes a cool sound.
Healing drop.
Yeah, I love it. That's a cool sound when you push it. Nailed in the face.
Look, one of them black rats. Got the assassin!
Packmaster's dead. Stunner warrior comes for us. Done ready.
Oh, shit. Patrol, no!
Kerillian's out, killing his own. Oh, I can't start seeing it up, darling.
Black bar! Stop them!
Ah, man, really? Lucky shot.
Crook! The gas rat! Stand there, watch it get going! You might just be good at this, Dory! You stink stronger than you try!
Typical per se, I love it.
Try again! Harder!
Ah, Jesus.
Someone give me a reel! You like that poison, elf?
You are poison. Healing draft. A runner draws near.
Bring me as bones another black fur! Black rat, kill the Russian!
By the 8 winds, Chaos warrior.
What's your healing drop? Ammunition here!
My
Bleed through the board. Bleed, bleed, bleed.
Lend me your might. This little spell will be killing you, like Stormer.
Yep. That's not good.
Stop, vermin!
Watching for shield on.
Caution! Don't waste it!
Whoa. That's getting close.
Saturaki Blackfur ahead! A fine blow! You learned something from me after all! Good luck!
Rest, Sienna.
No, no, that's not good. Wow.
Fallen.
Nothing good is happening. At all. It's alright, don't need to pick up, it's cool. Thank you.
I hear a rattling going on.
Cheers.
The craftsman needs only one shot,
Blight
Cracky!
Stormer, bring him down before he can.
Even better.
I'm taking fire. Help me. Blight Stormer's worm food.
Headshot.
Are you lost, mayflies? Chaos warriors lumbering around.
Ooh, 2 headshots. Pretty happy with that.
What a shame. The chaos warriors had enough. Ah, a strangler.
The Strangler dies! Now!
Gunnerly, be ready. No sorrow for a dead
Headshot.
Batmaster.
So satisfying.
Hey! Healing ground!
The elf kills another. You forest folk would make good allies, if not so mercurial in nature.
Allies. Adults and children are not allies. Just shut up.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of THP. Oh man, the glaive is so fucking good, man. Ow, that hurt. Look at my health. What the fuck? There goes all my KHP. Thanks, one overhead. Not good too.
Watch out! Hook rat! Blackfur! Rakita! Lucky Blackfur! Captain Blackfur!
Got him. Got him in the arm.
A black rat approaches.
It's not Bugman's, I'll tell you that.
Lower the eye!
Fire! Keep back!
Found machinery is no match for the
It's a strangler! Don't let it grab you!
Kill that fellow! Let the black rat come. I have an arrow for him.
Javelins are not practical, but they're extremely fun. That's what we like. Oop, hello.
They brought up a warp fire thrower. Never
Come on, get him. Got him.
There, gutter runner.
Got him. Come on. Ah, so close. Got him. Alright, here we go. Let's cleave through. Scoop the Thorn a little bit. Push him. Massive damage. Well, massive stacking damage. The reach on the stamina is pretty fast too, so it can do super pushes pretty fast. Look at that. That's so cool. It feels really safe. You can't touch me, forward. Push you back. Super push.
Be ready.
And I've got full PHP.
Plague vermin, the worst of their
I
kind.
think I got some from
Healing drop! Black bar!
Fire up.
Legend Sigma! A backling! Hey, it's a black bird!
Wrangler, over there, kidding. Poor little hot rat. What a show. Gas rat.
Get back! Incoming!
Oh, loot rat. Hello.
Loot rat!
Goddess. It means to kill us as it dies.
Die. No, his sack is invincible.
No more running
Got him.
for you, sack rat. Hold on, mayflies. I'm going to drink. Healer's tools. It's scuddy as light as a sun.
Steady, Dory! Assassin in sight!
The rattle of a scaven gutter.
Oi! Bring for that!
Yeah, I missed him. Got him.
The rat shooting me!
Man, let's... Let's remember in Vermintide 1 how long it takes. No, really?
Over here! Ah, no, you cat! See you also back!
This is so good. Just flying overboard. There we go. Give me my THP back.
I am a child of Athel Warren. I'm not bested by warped contraptions. That rot hell might test us, mayflies.
Right, Stormer's here! He's mine!
Chaos warrior's dead.
Oh, Jesus.
Leech caught Morgan.
Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Luminaire, bring it down. At last, Luminaire's dead.
I am
Typical dwarf, no staying power.
2 people dead. Alright, where you at?
Look out! Move! Sling for me!
What the fuck is that?
No more blackfire belching from the Fortnite lights. Soon be over.
Oh, jeez. I didn't even see myself get hit then. Oh, guess that's what. Once this guy clutches it. Yeah. Well, this is doing pretty well overall. It's a pretty nice build. Feels good.
Aye, why not? It's not as though it's any more or less pointless than most of what we do around here. And I suppose Kruber's earned indulgence. If anyone has.
Level, man. Well, wiping this one is kind of expected, so this will be the last one for this build, I think.
That I can believe.
There's a rock blood war camp not far off. The sword's there, I can feel it.
I don't think I've ever seen that where Kruber just talks to us telepathically if he's not on a mission.
Ammunition here! Blackrat! Kill that scrub! Look, one of them black rats.
4 times, goddamn. It's not.
Strangler! Packmaster done!
Nailed in the face.
Brilliant! Thorns, another black fur!
Inside!
See that black fur?
God damn, that's a lot of ammo. Got a pepper on that in here. Damn you, poison rat. Oh damn, that's a lot of goods. Ow. Withdraw. Got him. Oh, losing him. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
I hear the pale queen.
I shall retrieve an outside.
Ha! Sunrise obsessed with me.
One eye's certainly full of vigor.
I do only a Sigma direct.
Now, there's that false humility.
Oh, jeez.
that grinds my teeth.
God damn, this is rough. Get my THP, get my THP, get my THP. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, man. This is not good. This is not good. Oh. Jesus Christ. I'm just following us all the way back. Oh, look at our health. We're completely wrecked.
No! You must not die, Thorn. Our work continues. My skin still itches from Elysia's accursed witcher death.
Oh, don't be ungracious, Saltspire. That boat of hers saved us a long walk.
Hook rat! Strike it down!
Hook rat!
Terrible at aiming. Ah, man, terrible.
Hook rat won't live long.
Oh, terrible. I'm terrible. This sucks. No, don't hit me.
This is the way! Plague vermin! must truly hate them.
Nailed twice in the face. Oh.
Yes, we often hate those who remind us of ourselves.
So I can kill you dead!
They are coming from the trees. They're coming from the seas.
That shield will not save you.
I don't know where to aim.
You stink stronger than you try.
I can aim that now.
Give me a take your best shot. Still here? Just take a swing.
Just gonna have to hit my legs and clear through all the armor. Probably should have been pushing more, to be honest. Woo.
Stand there watching, it's going to explode! Poison rat.
That leaves all better.
Tend your wounds, Sarah.
Oh dear.
I'll give you one for free!
Close tree in the way. Got him.
Out you come, dark ones. Auntie Sienna has
It's
a
rough.
present for you.
Oh my god, how many gunners are there gonna be? I reckon that must be crits, hey, when I'm one-shotting him.
Blackfur ahead!
Oh Jesus, man, I'm sucking.
Stop showing off! You'll never be as good as us, three.
Leave a fire on to deal with me, flies.
Angry for my fires, assassin.
Where's the assassins?
Lend me your might.
Oh. Gotcha.
Never thought we'd get here in one piece. I don't hold with magical folks.
Nor I, Garlic. Would that there had been another way.
Lumadier! Gas rat! The gas rat's going to explode! Let the weed be ahead!
Oh, Jesus. There we go. Please for help.
Assassin! I'm feeling a bit down here.
Your magic is strong with your body.
I gotta say, all these ultimates, now that I've used them a lot more, I usually use that third one, the one on the right. They're really nice. Oh, Jesus. I'll do my super push. Right out of stamina. Ooh. Oh my god, what the fuck? So much armor. Lucky I got the glaive.
Someone give me a feel. No, not enough. Try again. Harder.
Look at all that health. That was so fucked up, dude.
Ha! It shoots much. but
Oh
it's
my god. Terrible. Oh my god, no way. Oh wow, I suck.
gods.
Still hanging on, Kerillian.
Black rat, kill the wasik. That's me. That black rat's mine.
Ah! No! Push too much flame!
I'm gonna die. We're all gonna die.
I hear
This
about
is fucked.
Shabba.
Where's the heals at? Oh no.
Without a bit of black powder.
Kill that Grenadier. Smash it and Grenadier.
Look at that.
Oh, yep, there we go. Fucking two of us got wiped almost instantly. Gas is still up, Berserk's on the way. Alright, this guy's doing pretty well. Oh no, fucking Ironbreaker lost all his THP. This does not to boot it well. Nope. Flamer. Get him. Get him. Oh no, he's creeping up on you. Oh, watch out behind you.
Cleared it up nicely, didn't it? Come on, Glory. Hey, it's a black rat. Black rat. Kill that scruff.
The tide will not sweep us away.
Keep the strangler back and kill it.
All right. The Cellar guy's doing pretty well. He's kind of solo, so better not get hooked. Hook's right on him. Yep, there we go. Alright, well, we've got 2 wipes with this build, but I do like this build, and I still recommend it. I feel like it was just some pretty bad luck in those runs. Personally. Maybe I played like garbage. Willing to accept that too. Definitely didn't play as well this time. Got a bunch of elites killing all that armor. That was satisfying.
Definitions of doom and destruction. I'd put her straight, but I think she might be right. My
Alright,
dreams were
so
troubled
another
last night.
extremely hard level,
I've learned
and
to
this is probably on the
trust
worst build
So,
of these.
rock hunting it is.
So I got the jewel daggers. The idea is to spam.
A long way
The
from
idea is
home.
to spam the ultimate to get crits, which is going to help my crowd control with triggering the
I shall have
black venom
The
bursts
sooner we take a
for
look
crowd
around
control.
and find nothing, the sooner we can go home.
And yeah, if I get everything. Wait, can I see my?
Stay watchful.
Alright, here we go.
Something's not right here. Look, one of them black rats. Leave the black
That's pretty much it. No, I do have the good ultimate this time. Alright, let's do it.
That black rat's mine.
Gotta say, the daggers do feel extremely satisfying. Whoop. That's headshot power. Oh, fuck off. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my god, really? This is going terribly already. Dude. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, look at how already is bad.
Stay close to me. I see the path.
Why am I trying to push him? Oh my god.
So many. Even I cannot.
I am sucking. Oh, this is terrible. This is a terrible build. Do not recommend.
The blade is too crude for any artful smith. This bodes ill.
And I cannot get a lot of PHP with Sting, can I?
Forget the rat then. The North wastelanders. There are other things to fear in these wild places.
So we got some heals finally.
Larger kind of beastman? Some other sort of mutated monster?
I've seen no definite proof anyway. My view is that it doesn't matter so long as they bleed.
Oh, fuck. Oh. I am getting turtled in this game. Goddamn. Well.
That was a fight shot.
Yeah.
Filthy bomb, but useful.
There we go. Oh my god, really?
Light stormer. You kill that spawn, Mayflies. I don't want any part of it.
Yeah, this isn't gonna go well at all. At all. Now, fuck off. Oh, Jesus. Hello. Oh, what? Where is he? Why can't I see any of these light storms? I'm so fucked. Is that you? Oh, hello.
That's the tread of a blight stormer,
Yep,
Mayflies.
we are so screwed.
We'll see his fat face soon enough. The wind.
Hello.
Has gone into Helmgart to spy on the Ratmen, and we're to create a distraction to make our life easier. So, off to the Temple of Sigmar we go to ring out the
Alright,
bells.
so
What
our
could
Cataclysm
possibly
run
go
was
wrong with
absolutely
that?
disastrous.
Well, how long have you got?
Let's see if a decent map with a low difficulty we can do something.
To provide a distraction. Very well.
I understand.
I am extremely bad at fighting with the daggers.
What can go wrong with that?
Sigmar walks with us, guiding us to victory.
Hurry! This way!
I have it all. That black rat's mine. Blackfire! Black rat! Kill that scrub! One of them black rats!
Oh my god, the targeting.
Blackfire! Here, assassin, I'm ready for you.
You soft
Gotcha.
your failure, assassin.
Let's drive them.
He's got
Oh, fuck off, I blocked that.
Nevertheless, I stand ready should you prove false.
Getting KHP from my teammates this time.
armor scantling nearby.
Ha! Dead assassin. And not before time.
The daggers are extremely fun, just not very practical.
Sneaky potion, hiding away like that.
A night for heretics and judgment. Overwhelmed, as expected.
These stairs go up.
Dude. I just ran into it. That's crazy, dude.
Shoots much, but hits little.
Look at that, 4 times. Daggers are so good.
Give the gunners a moving target. We're losing our wizard, Dory. You don't need bragging. I know you can't. Do you also blind? I'll give you one for free.
Grasp of a gas
Starting to think
rat.
maybe I'm not the problem, but
Gas! The gas!
that could just be the cynical me talking.
Here.
I am.
Chaos warriors.
What an odd taste.
Ow!
Armor is no defense
Okay.
against the righteous.
Oh! Did I eat that? I think I did.
Healing drop for you.
Life leech
Gotcha.
dead.
I see you, godless scum! Face me if you dare! Here they come! Let's give them a welcome! Grab it! Slay it!
It's a strangler. Don't let it grab you.
Poison rat. Ah, such vileness.
Gave him done rat.
Speaking fire from the battlefield. Watch the shadows.
Oh. Come on. Come on out.
Poison
Where's the special deck? God damn it.
Get that dead.
Took the wind right out of his belly.
master is slain!
That's a warp fire thrower. Can't.
Nicely done, Dory. After
Not that one, eh? You must truly hate them.
They are heretics, conquerors, and cruel. So easily is that defend them with the water!
God damn.
Next time, I'll leave you down there.
Come on!
Right for her.
Hey, here's where the action is.
To reach the battlement.
Go on! Again! I can take it! Someone give me a real one!
Yeah, I accidentally gave it to Victor,
This
but
shall redouble my zeal.
I guess him taking it makes sense. Kind of. Did not leave that laughing purpose. So.
Come on, over here!
Oh no, really? This is not good. Oh! Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, that missed. Oh, I could have got worse.
Now, that's a stunner leech. Move it here.
Healing draft, mayflies.
We've got the leech, mayflies.
Train out into that fiber!
Move it here.
Oh, no! What the fuck? Oh, hello.
Kill that sorcerer before he drowns us in filth. This way! Onward!
Oof. It's tough. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh Jesus. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm screwed. Oh fuck. Don't know.
Fire that!
Look at this. Getting some nice THP. I think some of it's, yes, definitely some of it's for my teammates. Never mind. Oh, Jesus. Don't save that.
This way! I hear
And
a
this
leech
build
on
is
the
pretty
prowl.
rough, even on Legend.
Listen,
Love assassins. Love it.
This is the door!
Chaos Warrior!
Cool down.
Chaos Warrior's down!
I smell some ammunition! Don't waste it.
It's Leech.
Yeah, this looks like the door.
Oh, there's Leech.
Reach is dead. They won't block that.
Oh, hello.
Really, Ratty? Challenge a maven of the flesh.
Whoa.
The wind dies heavy. Fire rat. All fire throwers dead. Help me get that train, Dory. Having it there. Just what we need.
Reckland always so turbulent?
Not always, but vigilance is necessary here, as in all corners of the Empire.
What kind of answer's that?
A witch hunter's answer. Guilty until proven more guilty.
What's gonna happen? Is he gonna smush me? Guess not.
Back, Dory. Just in case you don't acting it.
A straggler comes! We should kill it swiftly!
Healing draft! Right doorway, yes? Reckon I can see the temple. Eyes up, Chaos Warrior!
Fuck off. Gotcha. Oh, I'm screwed. Yeah. Nice. Whew. Whoa, what's this guy doing? What's the matter, dude? Cool down.
Look at that armored brute! More plate than sense!
Come on, up here!
The Rothelm breeds missiles!
X do so much damage. I just wish they were a little bit better against Horde, and these guys would be like S tier.
They brought up a warp fire thrower! The warp fire thrower is gone! Gasrat's dead!
Got him.
Ah, so it's Kazaki Doom now, is it? Ah!
Flamecaster! The warfire thrower is dead.
Chaos warriors lumbering around! Down here, Glaikit mayflies!
This bit was really fun. It's just not very good at Cataclysm. Please die.
Healing tools if you're feeling weak, Trengarazi.
Tastes vile!
The Kazaki Doom falls!
I can continue so long as the binding holds.
If only there was time, I'd rather...
Are you prepared, Mayfly?
Strike the bell and let's begin.
There's a siller's to me nearby.
Darlings, they're coming!
Oh man.
Lightstormer, bring him down before he stops.
Lightstormer has terrific time. Yep, that was close.
It's true. We never see you short of that. The rascal fellow. Is that the fireman?
Grimness, beard, and Rakishan, down!
Rats, man, always compensating with machinery.
Ha! The fire that died.
Kill the hoof rat, make it suffer.
Watch out! Hook rat!
Master done.
Oh no. Die, 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 die. Oh my god, Joe Daggett's so funny. Just go through them like fucking Goku. It's great. Ow.
Right here! Give me a I catch my Hogger! Nothing! Do it proper!
Man, got a lot of kills. Oh, hello. Oh, Jesus. That one. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Oh my god, come on. No,
The
he's
rats
dead,
will
that's fine.
return. The rats or the Northlanders. The door opens, and the future with it.
Another dread task accomplished by the mighty bard and his sidekicks, eh?
I don't think I did too well, but it's a fun build. Kind of trash, but good way to practice with the daggers if you ever want to get better with them. Got headshots. Barely. That kind of makes sense. It'd be sad if I didn't get headshots with dual daggers. Really need them. But yeah, probably on par with Anna as like the least useful. Did a fair amount of elites. My damage was kind of on par, mid-range. Decent damage to the monster. Took the least amount of damage, that's surprising.